What's up? This is Undead Rat giving you a legendary walkthrough guide for the mission Tip of the Spear. To start, we're going to get a little cheeky Banshee kill right off the bat. Not necessary, but you can do it. And then we're going to throw some grenades in the center here just to kind of scatter the jackals everywhere. Make sure they don't shoot at us. And we're going to run to the right here. And this is where we're going to be staying for the majority of this first section, just off to the right to make sure the Fear Rod Gunners don't just blow us up and the Concussion Elite doesn't just rip us a new one. We're going to slowly take out all the grunts that spawn to our right up there, up top of that hill. And we're going to try to take out that gunner in particular. Because that gunner probably is going to kill you the most out of anything here when you're behind this rock. This rock most likely is the safest rock and safest place to be out of this whole first section here. To note that you don't need to kill all the enemies here, you just need to kill some of them. We're going to use a grenade launcher to magnetize the elite shield, try to take them down with it. And then we're just gonna pop them in the head. You know, business as usual. If you don't get a plasma pistol, you know, just use a DMR, or you can get lucky like me there and have the Fear Rod grunt just kill him for me. That grunt was doing God's work, let me tell you. After you kill most of the enemies, Pelican will come finish them off, so you can kind of just sit back, relax if you want. And this Pelican's gonna drop down a Rocket Hog with a Marine. So we're gonna be ending up killing this Marine later in like a little bit here, because the Marine will actually kind of screw you up for this next part and most likely get you killed. But for now, we're going to keep them just for the first like part of this next section. When we get across this little broken bridge here, there's going to be 3 skirmishers with needle rifles. We're going to go ahead and we're actually going to take the needle rifles here, because this needle rifle will probably sustain you for the rest of the mission until you get to the final section, because you just find ammo for it everywhere. The reason why we keep this guy alive is because there's usually a ghost and a revenant here. Sometimes they don't attack you at all. Sometimes one does. Sometimes both of them does. In my case, both of them are doing that. And that's why we keep this Marine alive here, just so he can easily handle both the vehicles here without you having to get out, shoot it yourself. The Marine takes the seat and then, you know, drives you into your doom. That's usually what happens here. As you can see, the revenant's kind of just going away here. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't, but the fact that he is, I'm just going to get out. I'm going to do my dirty work here. Sorry, Gerald. You served me well, little guy. So then we're going to get the rocket hog right here, and we're just going to shoot inside of the AA gun, because from here, if you get the right angle and shoot right in there perfectly, you can destroy it just like how I did there. And the moment we destroy it, we're going to go back and we're going to go through this ravine here. This way, we don't have to deal with any of the enemies up there. Don't have to try pushing in or anything. Just angle your rocket hog right in that hill a little bit, and then just, you know, shoot it until it bleeds. We're gonna beat the. We're actually because we destroy it so quickly here, we can actually beat the Phantom coming in, which is right up there, spawning in a Wraith, because our Pelican will actually get the bridge fast enough and drop it fast enough before that Wraith even has time to react to you. So you don't even have to fight the Wraith. You can just go right past them. Easy peasy, don't have to fight a Wraith. If you want to fight a Wraith, to have a Wraith, you can, but it's very unnecessary, because in this next section here, it forces you to actually start walking. You just don't have any more vehicles, unfortunately. So now that we're over here in this next section, this turret is firing at like Mach 70,000 for some reason. Just, you know, MCC doing MCC things with 60 hertz. So we're just going to use the Rocket Hog here to actually just take out all the enemies here, you know. Just the easy way to do it, not save our ammo. You know, they ain't gonna shoot at us, but we're definitely gonna shoot at them. I actually forget to fully take out the shade turret here, so you'll see the little Marine hops in and I get scared because I don't want to drive off a cliff. So yeah, you can also use the rocket hog to shoot the guys up there, but it's not necessary because I have to kill them anyway. Like I said, that guy gave me a little heart attack. But if you want to take the time to kill most of the people up there with the rocket hog, you can, but it's really not worth it. But right here is the reason why we take the needle rifle so early in the beginning, because we're going to have 2 skirmishers here that both have needle rifles. We kill them both, and then it basically just gives us full ammo for this thing. And you just have full ammo for the rest of this game with the needle rifle. You don't really need to pick up another headshot weapon, because most of the things we're going to be doing is just, you know, in a vehicle. We use needle rifle to clear everything. We're going to throw a grenade at that gas can there, or gas tank, and we're just going to explode everyone on the other side there, because, you know, their lives mean nothing to me. They invaded my planet, took my jobs, and goddamn it, we're going to make them pay for it. Slowly push up the line here. We're going to take out a few remaining grunts and whatnot. Pop little guy there. That guy's running for his life, as he should be. You get a fresh reload on needle rifle ammo there. Kill that dude. And then there's gonna be 2 jackals that usually are over here. We can take these guys out pretty early just to make sure we don't have to deal with them later. Just like that. There's gonna be 2 elites and a couple grunts coming along the side of here, and some jackals. If you don't kill them with the rocket hog there, you're gonna have to deal with them up here. But I'll be honest with you, it's probably easier just dealing with them like with the noob combo. Grab your plasma pistol that you picked up at some point in the future. And if you didn't pick one up and I forgot to tell you, that's 100% my fault. Literally just walk backwards down those stairs and take one of the grunts that you just killed like a second ago. This guy's a little tough. I honestly recommend just throwing a grenade at him so he gets off, just like this, gets off the turret, and that way you can easily just noob combo him to oblivion. And then after that, all we gotta do is run over here and drop down this hole. So, little jackal there. So instead of going down the stairs and going back up the stairs on the opposite side, we're just going to jump here and going to sprint jump onto this little piece of rubble here. And we're going to sit right behind these little canisters because there's going to be a zealot elite and a couple grunts. Try to take out the zealot elite as fast as possible. You can easily kill them if you stand by over here and then just slowly take out the grunts as they come out. You don't really have to kill the grunts. If you just want to be safe, you can kill them, but you can actually just run past all these guys if you want to. So we're going to pop all these guys here. There's going to be 3 down there. There's going to be 2 more below us. So we're just going to, 3 more below us, I'm sorry. So we're going to take all these guys out. They almost, you know, destroy me here, but because I'm a God's chosen gamer, I'm fine. We're not going to take the plasma launcher. That thing is trash. I'm going to take the Revenant instead. And for this next part, if you're playing co-op, you can actually get a Warthog here by holding on the second function of the vehicle, which I think on controller is like holding on your crouch button. So if you hold on crouch and boost, you can actually raise the nose of the Revenant and knock down that Warthog. That Warthog will be important if you're playing solo, if something specific happens, but for now we're just going to use the Wraith. The second function, it might be crouch and controller, it might not. For me, I rebind it to control on my keyboard, which is crouch. But basically, the quote second function just raises any Covenant vehicle's noses up, and basically you can do that ever since like Halo 1, and that goes all the way to 4. So if you don't know what button the quote second function is on a vehicle, just look in your control menu and you'll find it eventually. From here on out, we're going to stay on the other side of this little hill here, and as long as you're staying on the other side here, this Wraith over here doesn't push us, so we're just going to bombard it with Revenant shots until it blows up, just a safe way. If you want, you can pop all the enemies there and you can try to steal the Wraith. I just prefer this method because it takes longer, but it is safer. I get annoyed with the Revenant's firepower because it sucks nuts, and we're just going to take them out like that because it's easier. So when you clear all these guys from behind that hill, there's going to be 2 hunters. Now, usually, there is actually drones that spawn from this turret as well, but for some reason, I did not get it. But that's where that Warthog comes in. If you get the drones, fall back to that Warthog if you got it down, and you want to get on the chain gunner, because the chain gun will just melt all of them. And then business as usual, once you kill everything here, you're just gonna spam Revenant shots in there until it blows up, and then a Phantom will spawn in behind you. Like I forgot there, and this you'll spawn behind you. It's gonna be some Marines that spawn behind you as well, but they spawn far away. Slowly take everything out with a needle rifle, and then you're on to the gunner section. Me hitting a little nasty whip right there, as you see. I'm pretty excited about this section. So we're going to get on the left side here. I think the right side is technically safer, but the left side is more predictable, so I prefer to do the left side over the right side. Basically, what a lot of people don't realize, you aren't invincible here. You can easily get destroyed if you're not paying attention, because your Falcon can blow up and instantly just, you know, have a bad time, basically. So we're going to basically just keep our eyes glued to the screen here, and any bit of movement, you're just gonna fire the shit out of this thing. Part of my French there, but you just want to just destroy everything in your path. Just like if that reticle's red, you're spamming grenade launcher shots until it's not red anymore. The amount of times I've actually been screwed over because I just forgot like one elite that happens to have a Fuel Rod and just destroys me is insane. I think you see, because you have to see right here, my almost a Phantom Falcon is just getting lit up here by just AA and fire and whatnot, and it's just insane. Like, you can easily die. It's very, easy to die. So from here on out, now we're gonna go through the little dome over here. Watch my bullets ricochet off the dome. You can kill yourself this way too if you feel like it. I've done that multiple times as well. But when we get through this dome, the first thing you're gonna grab is you're going to grab the jetpack that is on the ground. Do you need the jetpack? No, but it does make this section a lot easier for what we're about to do. Basically, our plan here is we're gonna steal a Banshee and we're gonna fly all the way up to the top there and just kill everyone. We're gonna get the jetpack here. The game is gonna give you a new DMR. If you need a needle rifle, you can take it from these skirmishers that are up top here. You're gonna want to be careful because some of them do have trace rifles, as you've seen just there, just went right past my face. But if you do end up running out of ammo in this first section, you can go back up there and grab a needle rifle. Here we're going to kill all the grunts, and there is a lot of grunts just off to the right here. Just slowly pick at them one by one. Make sure you grab one of their plasma pistols. Basically, every chance you get to grab a plasma pistol, you should grab it. And if you see 2 headshot weapons, it's actually what I recommend to do on most legendary runs is instead of grabbing, having a noob combo 24/7, sometimes it's better to grab, if you see like a needle rifle and a DMR, grab both of them instead. That way, when you get to the next fighting section, because there's always grunts and jackals, you can just, you know, try to get a little cheeky kill there. Grab the plasma pistol, and guess what? If you run out of ammo for one marksman rifle, grab the other one, and you just have double the ammo, basically. I didn't see we're almost out of ammo here. I should have went back to get the needle rifle, but I don't. I recommend you do, because you just save on ammo, just in case you miss your shots and whatnot. But from here, once we clear out all the enemies on the right and the left, there's going to be 2 Banshees that spawn up top. We basically want to try to get their attention, and we want to magnetize one of them so we can hijack it. This is where that jetpack comes into play. Sometimes it'll focus on George, sometimes it'll focus on you, sometimes it'll just fly close to the ground for no reason. So we're going to magnetize this one. This one's going to fall directly forward, and I'm not going to be able to get it. I'm going to hope to God George doesn't destroy these Banshees, because George can do that. So we're going to get this, and we'll hijack this, and we're going to fly all the way up to the top. Now, this is where the jetpack would have came in. If you can't magnetize it that well, you can jetpack up to them, and then just take it that way. So, and then kill this other Banshee as well, because he can annoy you and immediately kill you if you fly up here sometimes. That's happened to me before multiple times. We're going to shoot Banshee Bomb a try. So you can do 2 things. You can get out of the Banshee like me and just slowly pick at the Fear Rod grunts and regular grunts in here. There is one assortedly, or you can just try to squeeze your Banshee in there and just get some cheeky shots with the Banshee Bomb. But me, I'm just going to go raw dog it. Just get in there, just pop them all just like that. Pop these guys in the head, you know. Doing God's work, as they say. Get this last one here, hit the button, and that's the end of the mission. It's a pretty straightforward mission. Most of it is, you basically skip half of it. You know, there I am fucking pogging, goobing out, as I usually like to say. But yeah, that's this mission. Next mission will be Long Night of Solace. I love you. I hope I'm getting better at these tutorials. I really do. This is a lot harder than most people think. I swear, I promise. I love you.